Hey, what's up everybody? Steve with the Penguin Outdoors YouTube channel, and in this video I'm fishing a kayak tournament with the kayak anglers in Missouri at Truman Lake in Clinton, Missouri. This is going to be a good one. Today is Friday and I'm actually camping with Christian tonight. Tomorrow's the tournament and then we're camping over again and leaving on Sunday. I'm taking you along for all of it. So strap in and stay tuned. Today is practice day and I'm hoping to find at least one pattern, but maybe a couple of different things that are going to work. I have some plans, so my loose train of thought, and it's already like after 7 a.m. so this part may not play out until tomorrow, but my thought process is for the first like 2 hours of the event, I assume that we're going to get on some early morning topwater bites. Like I think topwater is going to be the way to go early. Then I think it's going to be a combination of Texas rig, jig, and maybe even tube, which I've never thrown before, but I do have some. And the goal here, personally, is to get 5 fish. So I've only been to this lake one other time, and it was last year. It was early spring, but you couldn't even call it spring. It was cold, and it was just chaos from the get-go. I'll throw in a couple of clips, but like Christian's motor died, and then I had an issue with something, I can't remember what it was, and we fixed that back at camp. And we were sitting next to the campfire, and I said, Christian, what's your goal? And at the end of it, when you pull back in the driveway in your home, and it's over and it's behind you, what's the one thing you want to have accomplished? Because I can tell you, I thought of this question like 2 minutes ago, and I have a very definitive answer.
What's the one thing I want to accomplish?
The one thing that you want to say you accomplished, happened, whatever it is, the one ultimate goal for the whole thing.
Just catching fish, to be honest.
Yours is better than mine.
What's yours?
I just don't want to break anything.
Oh, okay, that's fair. That's a good one.
And the next day, on game day, first thing in the morning, by the ramp, Christian took a header out of the kayak. What? I'm coming. I'm coming. Just getting out of the way early, man, that's all.
God damn it, dude.
I got her. It'll be all right.
Well, my phone's crashed.
All right, so after yesterday and now this,
Yeah, I'm good.
you're just gonna lead and I'm gonna follow. And it was just chaos. And then Christian didn't catch any fish the whole rest of the day. And I only caught one that was like 12 inches. And it's important to note that that was the first kayak tournament, the first tournament ever actually for me and for Christian. So it was a huge learning experience. And now we're back here. And we are not the same anglers. Not even close, especially me. And I'm coming off a second place finish last month in the Freedom 2 event. And I gotta be honest, I'm pretty optimistic. I'm not nervous. My confidence is pretty high, maybe a little too high, but I don't know. I think we're gonna get into them. I think we're gonna get a limit, and we may just get competitive limits, but if I can get a limit, that's a huge victory for me personally. So we're gonna kind of hang out, wait for Christian. I might have a flick around this general area by the boat ramp, we'll see. And we'll go do some practice. Y'all, I've got some sad news. I fear that the Ron John hat might be taking his last ride here at Truman. I didn't even think she was gonna make it here, y'all. She's just barely hanging in there. Like it's coming apart on the back too. Man. In the interest of full disclosure, Kelly really hates this hat. Because it's all zip tied together and janky looking. It makes me look like I'm homeless. This hat's been through so much with me, y'all. It's seen so many hours on the water. And they don't make this one anymore. They make some like it, but they don't make this one anymore. Sad day. It gets up on, like, not plane, but it gets up to where top speed is in like 4 seconds.
That's impressive, man.
It's on the way down over here. Oh, I got you. You're just a little fella.
Nice.
Well, we found one.
Yeah.
No skunk in practice.
It's not barren.
It wouldn't measure, but it's a fish.
Right.
I knew something had hit it. There you go, guys. Our first Truman Lake bass of the year. Only our second ever. There you go, little fella. All right, Spartacus, you and I are going to get along today. We ain't going to... Yeah, this fucking reel, man. I know what I'll do. I'll end up cutting the crankbait off and putting this on there because I guarantee it's bird nested in like 10 casts. I just need to see... Huh? Oh, if I catch one on a Chapo, I'm putting it away and getting the hell out of here.
I'm gonna shit my pants.
That'll shut Trey up. You hear how it's... Oh, shit! Dude, I didn't even get a chance to reel it. Probably. Chapo!
What you're telling me is, I'm wasting my time. I should be fishing a buzzbait.
Woo! I'm so glad you were here to see it because Trey ain't gonna believe it.
That was the craziest shit I've ever seen.
Like, I called it too.
It no sooner hit the water. And it exploded.
That is great. I'm so glad you got to see that.
I've never caught a fish on a buzzbait. They've been clobbering it when I set the hook too quick.
I've caught a couple. There we go. I got him. I've caught a couple on a buzzbait, but not many. All right, let's get a quick measure on you and get you back in the water. I don't want donkey with you anymore. Oh. Austin. Whoop, there you go. I was gonna release him without a photo anyway. I kind of let up on him because I was thinking about taking a picture, and he's like, bye. 16.
16?
Yep. Very healthy. We got a fish on the topwater, and it is later in the day than I honestly thought topwater was gonna work. But so that tells us something we need to know about this spot. Christian's throwing a buzzbait, and he already had one on that he took it away from, and one follow it. So we're gonna get the hell out of this spot. Have I not been recording this whole time? I switched my battery over there and I don't think I ever turned it back on. I got the first blow up. Well, for you at home, I've been talking to myself for the last 20 minutes or so. So we had one on with the CMX frog. It ruined my frog. The first fish that I caught in the Chapo ruined my Chapo. I got a couple of those left for game day. And now I've got this buzzbait tied on. I currently have Christian baffled a little bit at how many I've caught. I mean, it's only been 2, but it's been 2 very big blow-ups both times. The fish out here are so aggressive for topwater. Probably most of the field be throwing tomorrow morning. There we go. Oh, pulled it right out of its mouth. Oh, heartbreaking. Well, y'all, hopefully it's user error and not camera error, because for like the second or third time I realized I wasn't recording and hit the button and it turned on and started recording. So I haven't heard it overheat or anything, so I'm guessing that I'm stopping the recording and then just like not even thinking about it. So I'll pay a little more attention to the camera and see if we can avoid that. Let's give you all a little update. It is 10:43. We've been fishing since about 8:30. It's a little over 2 hours. I got the one on the Chapo that you guys saw. I had the one get off on the CMX frog, but I kind of let that happen. I've had 2 more hit on buzzbait, one that I missed at the boat, and 2 that I've let shake it off on purpose, and 1 little one on Texas rig. So we're figuring something out. Hopefully it doesn't change overnight like it's prone to do. Yeah, spend the rest of the day just trying to cull.
And then just start looking to coal after the sun's way up, you know.
Oh, come on, dude. Dang nabbit, I caught the big ass tree. I thought it would just slip over there. I got a big one on. Yup. Gotta be at least 600 pounds. We are in that just hot noon part of the day where everything comes to a grind. And this is what's really going to determine the winner tomorrow. And I feel like it's going to be a jig or Texas rig or both kind of bite. And trying to figure it out. Ain't working great at the moment, but we're kind of getting there. Y'all, it is rough going in the heat of it. Ain't nothing happened in a while. Let's see what time it is. It's 1:12 now, so we got about 2.5 hours to fish, and then we got to make a run back to the ramp to get off the water by 4. It's hot, boys and girls. It's real hot. My problem is every time I try to get them offshore, like I swear, like 9 out of 10 casts, I'm snagged up on something and it frustrates me.
Yeah.
And that makes me shut down to doing it. The goddamn truck's in the water. They're using it like a swim up bar.
That ain't smart, dude.
Idiots.
I wouldn't do that.
Y'all, it is 2:47 p.m. and your boy is tired. I am dragging. 2:47 p.m. That means I got up a little over 12 hours ago and got in the car and started driving. Oh man, this afternoon fishing is rough. We have some plans for tomorrow to deal with this afternoon stuff, but we're back in this primary finger we started in. I don't know that we'll ever leave this tomorrow. I'm just really hoping I can capitalize on early bite, because if I'm having to chase a limit in the afternoon, I'm gonna be in trouble. It is rough out here right now. Oh my God. You all did not get to enjoy the drive over to the campground or the family of absolutely massive deer that were on the lawn over there, because I wasn't paying attention with my fishing brain and heat brain at the ramp, and I was throwing stuff in one of the rooftop bags and tossed it up there. And after I got on the road, I realized I had put the cameras in there. So, oopsie. And my phone was navigating, so I digress. But we made it to the campground, so let's show you the site. Got our fire pit. We're gonna be cooking on that tonight and Sunday morning. Got ourselves a little pull-through site here. Back the trailer up. We're gonna have to pull it up just a little bit because it's on a hill there and I want to unhook it. Plenty of room for Christian. Got power. Got nice grass over here where we're gonna pop out the awning. I definitely selected a shaded spot, which this technically is, but I'm really glad I have the car awning because there ain't much shade. There's some trees, there's some shade over there, not technically in the campsite. I kind of pictured shaded campsite as like shade over the whole campsite, kind of like over there. But that's okay. It'll be shaded real well later when the sun moves. We got the awning, so I'm gonna pull the trailer up a little bit so it's not on this hill, and we're gonna get camp set up. If anybody knows what this blue colored stuff on the rocks is at my campsite, please tell me. I assume it's got something to do with RVs, since this is technically an RV spot. Like there's blue over there, blue there, blue there. I don't know what that is. So if you know, tell me in the comments down below. So Christian ran to Dollar General to get himself a towel because he didn't realize there were shower houses, and also to get me a pillow because I forgot that again, and some Gatorades because we're going to need to hydrate tomorrow. So let's suss out this power situation. Got two 110s, perfect. So I always carry an RV adapter, so that's what I'll use. But it's nice that there's two 110s there. It's going to make Christian's life real easy too. Most campgrounds that have an RV hookup also have at least one outlet for 110. Now I won't hook up the battery chargers until tonight because I want it to start cooling off, or at least get the sun off of the kayak and the chargers before hooking those up. But I do like to get the power sorted out. So we'll go ahead and hook all that up. Come on, man. It's nice to be able to refill your frozen water bottles that still have ice in them without tapping into the rest of the stash, because I'm going to need those tomorrow. We're gonna hook the kayak. We're gonna hook the kayak back up and park it up closer to the power box because the extension cord is not quite long enough, and then the car can come back over here to have the awning set up. Alright, that's definitely a little better because we can still have the awning and stuff open over there. Good spot for camping. This can be right up on the power. And then because I'm so close, I may not even need the extension cord, honestly. And then if Christian needs extra length, we can hook both extension cords together, but this should be good. A little messier than before. happens that way all the time, doesn't it? Whew. It's hot, ladies and gents. We're gonna be just fine sleeping tonight, but we're roasting right now. I stuck y'all in the cooler. That seems to have done the trick. I had it in the sunlight, so that's my fault. That's my bad. I should have just been carrying it around with me like all the really good YouTubers do. I don't know how like Luke from Outdoor Boys does it. Maybe it's because 99% of his videos are filmed in the freezing cold, I feel like, but he does such a good job at like constantly taking the camera with him. And like when I get hot, I get like that heat brain, and I just like, and I'm a whole ass mess. But Christian's here. Christian's here. Dun dun dun. Alright, I got my CPAP. How cold is this ice pack still? Maybe we'll get this in the fridge. Yeah, it's not frozen, but we can make it cold.
Hello, sir.
What up?
Got your pillow?
Oh, you the man. I can fit this in here.
And I've got your gate ready.
It'll get cold. Sweet. Lifesaver right there. It's gonna be better than the Reaper hoodie stuffed in the pillowcase again. Clean up in the car a little bit, set up a little bit, and in a little bit here we're gonna go hit the shower house, take an ice cold shower. That's gonna be nice. Let's I think I can get away with setting you guys right here. How's the toilet situation? Here I am setting up the awning successfully on my own, unlike last time, and I forgot to even take the camera and show you. Because I'm really batting 1,000 today. So what I did different this time, what do you mean overheating? So what I did different this time is I took these bars, these side support bars, and I stretched them out first, locked them in place before I did the legs. That really seemed to help a lot. I did it the other way around last time. And it didn't go so good. It's not really windy. So, and with all the sheltered with the trees around here, I don't think I'm gonna bother with those guidelines. I don't think I need them. Famous last words, right? There we go. Not too shabby, huh? We are sunbaked and we are being lazy. That's what we're doing. Yeah. Actually, I'm not supposed to curse in my videos anymore. We're being lazy. I'm telling you guys, I get that heat brain fry and it just shuts me down. I watch them other YouTubers, man. They go fish all day. They foam every second in camp. They're always happy. They've got to be on cum. Actually, I'm not allowed to say that either. Not supposed to. Not supposed to reference drugs. Cut. Like. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna hang out, be lazy, and then as it starts to cool off, we'll turn the camera back on and charge some batteries. We're gonna cook dinner. We're gonna make some steak kebabs. We're gonna make burgers, have some drinky drinks. It's gonna be a good time. And we're gonna redo some rods and stuff like that. And then tomorrow, we're gonna go tear it up. So We'll get back to a little bit of campsite filming in a little bit here, but right now, we're just gonna sit here and be lazy. When people ask me how bougie I am, I just point at my 50 amp lithium battery charger. It's gonna have that trolling motor battery knocked out in like 20 minutes. You can hear that thing clear across the campsite. We are getting hungry, so we're gonna cook us some food. We're gonna make some steak shish kebabs and some burgers. First thing we're gonna do, get us a little fire going. And for that, we're being lazy today. Easy light charcoal. That's right. Instant lighting charcoal, rather. This stuff.
I'm gonna charge my cellular device.
It's true to its name. It really is easy lighting. I should put that grate back down now before it gets hot. I just wanted it out of my way. Alright, we're going to do a little food prep. And while we're doing it, we're going to be on ant patrol. Because there are ants like crazy on that table.
Yeah, there is.
And any ants that actually make it onto the food are going to be quite unfortunate because it's extra protein.
Yeah.
It's quite loud and aggressive on the
old table there.
Forgot my cutting board, so we're paper plating it.
It'll be just fine, buddy.
I mean, if they take your rods, they're going to take my graph, and
Yeah, it's true.
I think it'll be fine.
Plastiques. I don't know what to, I guess I'm just gonna put it in my truck for now. Left it raincoat. I really don't want to put it in a trash bag because I don't want one of us to grab it and get hooked or something.
Oh, yeah. Because we will.
Yeah, that would not be.
Don't feel bad, man. Everything I do is amateur hour. Right now, there's somebody at home. Well, not right now, but in the future. There's somebody at home watching me do this, telling his wife all the things I'm doing wrong.
Right. Can't please everybody. I know that for a fact. Probably keeping them. Man. Kind of bummed out. I ordered these for jig trailers, and
And now you're not going to jig.
now I'm probably not going to throw them for jigs. These are really good finesse jig trailers. Like, I catch a ton of fish.
I just couldn't keep the jig from getting hung up.
That's kind of how I was there for a little bit.
If I could have, I'd have been more inclined to use it.
Good color, but just them in general. I use those once it starts getting tough. It's like my Ned Rig creature bait.
Yeah.
And it usually throw it out there because it got that shimmy.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're going to have to cut that out of the camera thing. I just realized I was talking in front of the camera that whole time.
All right, Trey.
That's juice, bro. It's juice.
Remember at Lake of the Ozarks at the Airbnb when I came down the stairs with the camera on? And he's like, whoa, 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 whoa.
Yeah.
He's like, this is all my secrets.
That was hilarious, dude.
I think I even looked at the camera before I did it and was like, y'all want to see Trey freak out? You don't want to attract animals with things like bloody meat trash, so we're going to burn it after we're done cooking. So I was telling the camera what my pro tip number 1 for this trip was, and I was talking about identifier cards. But new pro tip number 1 is make sure your camera is recording, because that's like the 4th time today I've done that. Tip number 2, make sure you do your identifier cards, because you don't want to catch a fish and then find out you took the photo with last month's identifier, because it happens. Not to me. I'm basically a pro, but it happens. It's important to remember when you're cooking with fire that it takes a while. So you should definitely start before you're hungry.
Yeah.
I'm going to need another drinky drink. You want one?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm good with that. Something to get us going and woo! What was that?
The Easy Light stuff has fuel on the inside.
Oh!
And
so you just blew up the bag.
if you're not a thinking man and you seal the whole dang old thing. Is that recording? Yeah, it's on. Nick, I'll be on a slow freeze the moment where
Dude, that's awesome.
Hey, Kelly. I still have my eyebrows. Now it's aggressive.
Yeah. She cooking now, boy. May have to pick that grate up.
Yeah, I'm going to.
You want help or you got it?
Oh, I got it.
Okay.
I forgot that it had the fuel in it to get very aggressive.
Right?
Because I was like, oh, I'll just light the bag.
Oh, baby.
Now we're talking.
Right. There's a bug.
It said on the instructions not to light the
cheater.
actual bag, but I don't
Whoops.
listen to that shit.
Clearly.
Now we're talking.
We stayed up till the morning. It hit me so hard. Oh, I'm so sorry, girl, I didn't mean to. Trying to tell what you were thinking. What you might feel for me.
All right, everybody. Hopefully my fans aren't too loud. I'm all settled in. Went and got a shower. We ate. It just got a lot to film with. The charcoal was taking forever to cook, and it was hot, and just needed to decompress a little bit. But we're in bed, and the alarms are set. It's going to be an early morning. We're going to go try to win this tournament. So I'm going to put the camera down. I'll see you guys in the morning. Hello, everybody at home. Steve here with your haunting tale of a fishing event. Not really. Just trying to light myself in a somewhat okay way, and it's not working out. So we're out here at the boat ramp. It is pitch black dark, but it won't be for long. I didn't film getting ready this morning. I was tired, and it was dark. There wasn't really much for you guys to see. But there ain't much to see now either, because it's dark. But yeah, we're gonna get ready. We're gonna get on the water. There it is. It's still pretty dark.
I'm halfway tempted to just sit here for another 10 minutes.
I mean,
But knowing my luck, I'll sit here and then somebody will roll in and I'll be like, damn.
yeah, it's nice not feeling the pressure.
Yeah, I know.
That's, for a little context on that, we're not rushing to launch only because we're the only ones here.
Yeah.
We thought that might be the case. Like, I don't know about this shot. We'll see how it comes out in editing. But as you've already seen at this point in the video, anytime I'm at the ramp, it's been blurred or cut out. You are not gonna know where I launched. 615's gonna hit. We won't even be able to take pictures yet. I said 615 gonna hit. We won't even be able to take pictures yet. Oh, these last couple of minutes are brutal. There it is.
Let's get it.
Yes, sir. It's about dang on time, ain't it? All right. All right, guys. We're gonna start out with the Chapo, and hopefully, if I catch something, it don't break it on the first cast like yesterday. This one's a slightly different color than the one I was tossing yesterday, but that's okay. Get the first cast out of the way before we get the curse. I don't want no striper either. Oh, I gotta stand up. Oh, big bass, big bass. It was just right here by the boat.
Oh, yeah?
Like a 20, dude. I looked down, it's right next to me, just watching me. It wasn't even following my lure, it was just there. This reel is so annoying, but at least it's working.
There we go.
You got one?
Yep.
Top water?
Look at that shit.
Oh, Christian's on a good one. Christian about to go win the whole thing. All right, I'm picking up the chatterbait. I bird nested the Chapo. Maybe it's a sign. Dude, is that a 20?
I hope so.
That looks like a 20. All right. Christian convinced me. I'm throwing the chatterbait.
Yeah.
He is angry.
Yeah, I know.
Well, she.
Here, bro. Ah, God. Look at that. Not heavy gas, are they?
No, they're angry.
Give them some time here in the water. Relax, relax, relax. Alright, that's the wrong thing to do.
But tell you what, you always tell me, just breathe.
Yeah. 20.
It's at least an 18.
You got some new 19 and a quarter, my man.
Nice. Did you just hit another one? On spinnerbait again?
Yeah.
Christian's about to limit out on spinnerbait. No shit. I'm about 2 seconds away from cutting off the chatterbait and throwing a spinning bait. Something had a go at it and missed. Gotta eat it. There we go. Yeah, it don't feel that big, but I'll take it. Yeah. It might just barely measure. It's what's the minimum?
8.
It might make 8. I don't even think it's gonna make 8, bro. I'm gonna measure it just for Trey, because Trey likes them mini ones. Bro, look at this guppy. Here's my big bass submission right here. I hope the camera got that. Dude, it just hopped off the board and I caught it in the air with one hand. That's how small it is. Oh my God. All right, I'm letting you go. Here you go. I don't know about you guys at home, but I am the king of cutting off lures and not cutting off the knot. And then when I go to tie it on, I've always got to cut the old stuff off because it's still on there. That's my toxic trait. Alrighty. Let's adjust this reel. It's probably a little on the fast side. That's probably alright. I'm on. Ah, it came off. It wasn't very big, so I didn't get a good hook set. I'm on. Little fella. Like really little fella. Slightly bigger than the last little fella. I'm gonna have a limit of like 10-inch fish, bro. A small one. I'm gonna have a 50-inch limit. Look at that little dinky do. It's a start. So I gotta keep telling myself it's a start. At least we're catching fish. Close your mouth. Hey, you put yourself back on the board. Good job. There you go. Told you. I'm the king of having an old line on there. Found one. Another little one. Look at that, guys, another little one. This is crazy. It's just crazy how fired up these little guys are. Nine and a quarter, Jesus. Well, I'm up to 3.
Had number 4 on my lap, but it was 10 inches, so when I lost it off the board, I didn't really care. But
Well, I'm going backwards because I've got 2 10s.
that's like an 8, maybe.
I now have a 9 and a quarter.
Nice.
I'm going down. It is 10 a.m. and all aboard the struggle bus. Christian's doing pretty well. He's got 4. I have 3 for a whopping total of 29 and a quarter. Which is not how I thought today was going to go. Oh, getting straight donkey stomped out here. That's okay. We're going to keep on grinding. We got 4 hours and change left, so see if we can find them. Gotta find at least 2 more. Get a limit. Try and find some decent ones too while we're at it. There is big fish in this pocket, and by golly, I'm gonna catch them. Now I'm confident that like the pro advice is probably cover water, don't go back where you already were. I'm coming to back to this pocket, not just because I had success here yesterday, but because visually I saw big fish swimming around in here this morning. And I just gotta figure out what it is in here that they want. I feel like if I just run all around the lake, it's just gonna be the same thing. They're in here. I know that they're in here. Just gotta figure out what they want. The other reason is this. Oh, there's a whole bunch down there. This only gets to about 16, and most of it is much shallower. And I'm better at shallow. Out where I just was a second ago, it was getting up to like 30 plus feet. I do better with shallow. So I'm in 14 right now. There's a ton of fish down there. Tons of structure. See what we can do. So weird. I felt the weight of the fish a couple times there. I was patient. Unless it was a stick I was pulling. Thought I had to sneeze. There we go. That feels like a better one. Come on around. Come here. There we go. I'll take a couple more of those. Whew. Thank God. I bet that's a 16 and a half, 17.
I'll take a couple more of those. Oh, it felt good to stick something with some weight behind it. It felt nice to set the hook and have the rod actually bend. All right, you hang out there a minute. Oh, no, you don't. I'm hooked myself. Drink ya. Deal with that mess in a minute. Truman fish are angry fish. All right. Get down in there. All right, I just want to take some pictures of you, so chill. Don't move. Stop it. Dang you. Quit it. I had you. You had to flinch, didn't you? I was done. Y'all are some of the most uncooperative fish I ever met. And I fished Mark Twain Lake. Quit. If you stay relaxed, you're 16. You just can't do it, can you? Stop. Bro. Damn you, stop. I had it. Dude, if he dies, it's his own damn fault. Yeah. Quit. Fuck you, son of a bitch. I think it's going to be blurry too. Son of a bitch! Hey, you want to know something?
Huh?
You're not skunking.
That's very true.
And it's not blown out. It's actually low. And the water's dropping yesterday.
Yeah, dude, all those pictures are straight fucked. I could have taken it like 8 times, but I just wanted him to, like, he was 16, he just wouldn't sit still. Fuck.
Jump off?
Yeah.
Ah! I thought you were just getting mad because you wouldn't cooperate.
No, like he wouldn't cooperate. I just kept resituating him.
Right?
And he finned me in the damn hand
Yep.
and managed to get out. Damn. I don't even want to talk about it, y'all. We can talk about that one later in the video. Right now, I'm upset, and I'm gonna change the battery in the camera, and I'm gonna go back to fishing, and we ain't gonna talk about it. Well, at least I know what I'm doing's working now.
Huh?
At least I know what I'm doing is working.
Right?
That's something, I guess.
Is that a worm?
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
All right, let's try this again. I'm gonna be mad about that for a long time. I get annoyed when that happens on a normal day, but man, on a tournament day that's hard fishing.
It just ruins your mentality.
Yeah, you just,
Yeah, especially when it's a tough day like today already.
yeah, on a day like today, you just can't lose fish like that. Like Taylor said, we're just gonna shake it off. Like Taylor said, we're just gonna shake it off. Man, I needed that fish. When you lose a fish like that you really need, it just takes so much of the fight out of you. We got a little under 3 hours left. I still need 2 fish for a limit. I honestly don't even care what they are. I just want to get those other 2 fish. I'm mad at myself for losing that one. I'm sure watching the video back will just be so enjoyable. Frustrated. And when I'm frustrated, I don't do a great job of filming. So I'm sure there's a lot of editing going on around gaps of nothingness. We're gonna rally. We got this. We're gonna rally. There we go. Fish on. Looks like a decent one. It's a fish. That's what we care about. Hitting buttons on the trolling motor. No shit. You gotta be shitting me. Okay. Regroup. Okay. These gotta go. Just stop, bro. Let me see if the photo works and we'll get you out of here. You're pissing me off. Perfect. Off you go. You guys have no idea how glad I am that I put one of these in my cooler. Oh, I needed that. You know what else we need? A new camera battery. We'll do that in a second here. There we go. That's a fish. Come here. You ain't going anywhere. Come here. Oh. All right, we need to get this one uploaded and that'll be a limit. Stuck him. You stay there for a minute. Close your mouth. All right, guys, that's a 12. That's number 5. Thanks, buddy. So that makes 5 fish. We have a limit, and it's nothing short of a miracle. So when I say this, I know that it's a pipe dream, but now we can work on trying to cull. Maybe we'll get a kicker or something that puts us up. I'm currently sitting in 10th, but I imagine there's a bunch of people that haven't uploaded. There's still a lot of time left. I'm not going to be in the top 10 with my very pathetic little limit. But if I can upgrade some of those 10 or those 10s, that 9, you know, whatever, I could do something. So last 2 were caught on that spinner bait. Guess we'll keep throwing it. See what we can get done. Really missing that 16 right now. I told y'all earlier in the video that last year we had a horrible time here at Truman. Christian more than I did. And he came into this with a vengeance and just cracked 70 inches, and there's an hour and change left. He is a man on a mission, and he is achieving it, and it is kind of fun to watch. He is on them. Well, that was the 15 minutes left alarm. We're gonna try. That's a wrap. Let's get the boat off the water and we'll talk more in a bit. We are loaded up and heading over to the awards. I think Christian's gonna hold on to that big bass. I hope so. He'd been grinding it out all day. Deserves that big bass win, especially after Truman last year. I was in 10th when they shut the leaderboard off. There ain't no way I'm staying top 10. It can't happen. Especially with so many anglers that didn't have cell service. Who knows what they hadn't uploaded yet. So we're about to find out when we get over there. Out of respect to everybody there, I'm gonna leave the camera behind. I would ask permission to film, but I'm not in the money, so I'm not gonna bother people with that. And then we're gonna go get something to eat with some friends. So you guys will probably see me and Christian again tonight at the campsite, and we'll sum everything up for you, so stay tuned. I'm doing it. All right, guys, we made it back to the campsite. The event's over, the practice over, the awards is over, and we did not, that's a good idea. I can't see now, but that's okay. We did not do a great job yesterday of breaking down everything that happened, because it's hot and you're tired and you're restringing rods, and I'm just not a good YouTuber, if we're being honest. So for me, and Christian, practice went great. There was no wind yesterday. As you saw, I was smashing them on top water. We pretty much went in having a plan. And today it was windy and nothing in my plan worked whatsoever. So I struggled, like you guys saw, and through the editing process, you don't get to see all of my misery. There was hours and hours and hours of misery. But I eventually made 5. My name wasn't in the contention, but Christian's going to tell you about his day because he had a day.
Well, practice went okay for me. Steve actually caught a lot more than I did. I'm not a big topwater guy. I threw the buzzbait for a little bit in the morning and found a couple. So I knew that the next day when we started early, it was going to be something like that as long as there wasn't a bunch of wind. Caught a few on what I always do, same stuff, yada yada. So we wake up this morning and it's blowing. It's not stupid windy, but it's blowing.
Windy enough.
It's windy enough that top water's probably not in the cards that much. And so I had to dump that off pretty quick, and I picked up a spinnerbait because in my mind I was like, well, if they're hitting the buzzbait, spinnerbait would probably be the next best thing to me. So I pulled that out, and within 3 casts I caught the biggest fish of the tournament. And
that was the best part.
Yeah.
Within 3 casts. Like, it was like the lines in alarm went off and Christian had the big bass.
Yeah, within 5 minutes I had caught a 19 and a half or a 19 and a quarter.
Yeah. And
so
what's crazy is I'm not a topwater fisher either. And if you watch my videos,
you do it more than me.
Know that.
Yeah.
That's true. And that's saying something because I don't do it much.
Yeah.
And so today, windy, choppy, water, this is my jam. So you'd think that I would have been able to just adjust right into it. But no. And I wasn't doing anything too terribly different than what Christian was doing for a while there. And it just didn't seem to matter. I threw the spinner baits. I flipped a jig. I get bored with that real quick. But chatterbait, Texas rig. Sorry, there's kids yelling in the background. I did everything that I would normally do and could not get on a bite. And it was just unreal to me. 2 of them that I caught were on spinner baits, which I would have never even picked up if Christian hadn't picked it up. But it's just kind of crazy to me that yesterday in practice, I'm blowing them up on topwater, which I hardly ever throw.
Yeah.
And then when that did not work out, my normal style was getting me nowhere.
And that was what's funny with me is because you had a pretty good plan. And I was still kind of nervous because with no wind, it can be really tough because yesterday there really wasn't that much clouds, and with no wind and no cloud cover, it can be tough. You can't really use a lot of moving baits. You got to fish slow, and even when you fish slow, you still ain't gonna catch them all the time. So, and especially somewhere like this.
And that's what's interesting. You're more the slow fisher than I am.
Yeah. And I was concerned.
And you were concerned.
So when there was wind this morning, I have to admit I was pretty happy about that.
I looked at the wind.
That made my day.
I was like, this will still be all right. And then when we actually got to the lake and I saw the current blowing, I was like, oh boy, I don't know. But it's just funny how it all works out. And
yeah.
In all honesty, if it would have been dead calm this morning, it may have been a complete reversal. I may have just lit him up on top water.
You could have. And
then I could have cashed a check and it been like, you believe I just cashed a check off top water? Like,
that's crazy.
And nobody was catching them on top water today.
No.
And matter of fact, several people at the awards, it sounded like nobody was catching them on top water yesterday where they were. Which
not very much.
Which blew my mind.
Sounded like Lyle Doobie was catching some, but they were all shorts.
Yeah, and I was hammering them, so...
That's
I don't know. You never know what you're going to get between the practice day and the game day. But we wanted to sum it up for you guys because we're not going to do much. Actually, probably not any filming. This is actually going to be the outro because in a little bit here, we're going to get cleaned up, pass out, and then tomorrow we get to go home and we're tired. And I don't want to talk to the camera anymore, so I'm not going to. And honestly, this video is probably already pretty long to begin with, and you're probably wondering where all the fish are. The good news is I have an answer. They're in the next video. And that's where we're going to see you. So don't forget to hit subscribe. Leave some comments down below. Leave some comments for Christian about how great his bass was. We'll see you guys in the next video. We'll have more fish there. Tight lines.